Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Churro Marchetti. Website at the top is usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Website for this one is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Okay, what do we have for Virgo? Virgo, go. I'm going to do that again, okay. Go. Ooh. All right, let's go a little farther before I get too excited, because this looks good. This is really good, actually. But I will also say, even though it's good, doesn't mean it's not going to have some stress. I have a feeling you're not going to be shocked with that. For those of you this is going to hit with, kind of like, oh, stress, that never happens. What do you talk about this stress? This stress, you say. Currently, it's coming into focus. Okay, I feel like somebody promised you something, and you're not seeing it right yet. I keep getting like somebody promised you something. Easily could be work. I feel for a lot of you it's more like family, or like somebody you have a social connection with. Could be family. I keep feeling like a family thing. Like somebody is supposed to, like they said they'd do something for you, or they said they'd, like if you did that, they'd do this. It seems like it's a fair trade type thing. Is it a fair trade? Am I missing the point? Somebody said they'd do something for you. I feel like it's more, because Virgo usually balances out pretty well, in my opinion. Eight of Wands in question, like, and the High Priestess upside down. Whoever you're waiting for, I feel like I can't pressure them. And it may be kind of like, maybe they're just going to do it when they want to. It's just kind of, it could be on a whim, which makes you uncomfortable. Mostly because I feel Virgo likes to plan, and it's kind of like I need them to do, I mean, I'm hoping they do this for me, and I do want that, and that is good, but, I mean, if we could, like, agree on a time, that'd be helpful. And in fact, if we could not only agree on the time, but how much is going to get done during that time, especially if it's not going to be completed all in one shot. So there's stuff like that. This, ironically, I know it's starting a little rough, but it does feel like this is going to be good. Because it does seem like this is coming forward, but there is, literally, the word resistance is coming in. And I feel like whoever you're waiting on, when I'm seeing resistance, it feels to me like they do have kind of, it's either they have a mess to clean up, or the way they live their life, maybe in your opinion, or maybe it just flat out is, they live it in kind of a messy way, like they're kind of all over the place, and that's just how they are. Yeah, I feel like, okay, I feel like this shouldn't be a shock to you. If this reading is hitting, you're kind of like, yeah, that's them. Like, yeah, they're a little messy. It's either one of two things. They're a messy person, their life is a mess, or their life is, or there's things that are kind of going a little cuckoo around them, and they have to, like, pick up the pieces. All right, we'll roll it again. They're actively doing something, and whoever this is you're waiting on is actively doing something. They don't seem to be in control of their own time. They don't seem to be in control of their own time. In the sense of, like, people are grabbing their time. Like, people are demanding it, almost. I feel like whoever this is you're waiting to help you, other people are, like, pulling them, like, no, you have to help me. No, Virgo, I know Virgo needs, no, not right now. You're helping me. Virgo can wait. Or whoever. Like, they're just, somebody's, like, very, like, help me. And there might be more than one person. It's very demanding of time. People. So, okay, so there's that going on. Which you may or may not know about. I mean, it's part of the reading now, so there you go. This person is trying to come forward towards you, though. It makes me think you're getting spotty communication. Like, they do keep in contact, but it might be like a text here or there, or a quick conversation, or they're like, I'm going to try to be there next Tuesday, And Tuesday comes and goes, and they're like, I'm sorry, things got out of control. And it's kind of like, okay. Yeah, something's coming in. I feel like this person is doing something in pieces. It is going to work out. It does seem like it's taking forever and a day, but I think the upswing on this from that I'm getting is the quality is there. I feel like that's like one of the most important things of this situation is the quality. I mean, even if, okay, so the way I'm looking at this, it's like, if you could have everything like scheduled out this time every week for this amount of time, like this at this time for this amount of time, you know, and it wasn't very good quality, I feel like you would take, this is better than having something that you could have on your terms. I think that's where I'm supposed to go with that. Because the quality is here for this. And I feel like that's why this is acceptable. Dare I say acceptable? I feel like I'm like treading on thin ice with that comment. You know, it's doable. As long as the quality is there, the quality is worth it. The quality is worth it for this thing. The Ten of Cups? Yeah, I feel like you're very happy with the quality. It's just stressful that it's not predictable when it's going to show up or how much it's going to get done at a time. But when it is done, it will be well worth it. This reminds me, it's giving me hiccups because I do see that there's a lot of stress with it. But the quality, this is another thing backing up the quality. The Sun card, the best card in the tarot deck in my opinion. I'm going to use the house analogy. Just because I can. If this is a house, the analogy would be this is a house that you plan to live in for the rest of your life. So if it takes you 2.5 years to get what you actually want with the quality you actually want, that's much more important than if you could get somebody to do it in a month and a half, but you're always kind of looking at it like, it's not really what I wanted, or it's like, the quality isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, or it's just like, it could have been better. You know what I mean? If you're going to be in this house for the rest of your life, if it takes 2.5 years to make it correct and actually what you want, that's of much greater value than, a month and a half and then you have it, but it's kind of like, well, that's not really what I wanted. That's not what I thought I was going to get. You know what I mean? That's the difference here. I know Virgo is very patient, and that's a long time to wait, but that is also here. Like, the quality is right there. I don't feel like we'd be putting up with it otherwise, would we? And I'm trying to set the tone because I feel like the 2.5 year path here is what I feel like is going on, and it's not like it's not stressful. I feel like it's one of the more ironic parts of it. Every now and then there's going to be a jump forward. It's almost like we go a while and trickle, 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 and then we get a big gush of water, and then all of a sudden it stops. And I'm like, hello? It's not done. Hello? Hello? We know it's not done, right? And then it trickle, and trickle, 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 and then nothing. Gush. And then maybe not as much as before, but it's just so weird. Especially if it starts going and a lot starts happening at once, and then it all of a sudden just stops. It's like, I'm getting excited, it's gonna get done. It's almost, I thought, well, hello? I feel like that's really stressful. Because it's like I was getting excited because I thought it was gonna be done, and then all of a sudden it's like we got almost halfway there, and then production stopped. And I'm like, what? Why? But again, I'm getting the 10s. I keep getting like quality for it. I don't know. I just keep getting that quality feeling. I saw the 10 of Cups before. I'm getting the 10 of Pentacles later, but I'm also getting the 9 of Swords with it, which is telling me the quality is there, but it's just the way it's coming in is stressful. And it's kind of like, oh, I want it done. I just can't wait for it, but I don't seem to have I don't know. For it to be done right, I have to be patient. And whoever's doing whatever they're doing for you, it is the quality you want, and it is actually what you want. So again, 2.5 years, I know is a long time, but again, it's like if we're looking at the choice, you can have something acceptable in a month and a half, acceptable, you can have something that fits the bill. I think that's better. It's kind of like, we're going to use a house analogy. It's like you can have you can have some stove that'll technically cook your food if you want it just a month and a half, if that's what you want. But if you want the perfect stove that fits your kitchen with the color, the type, the quality, the features, all that stuff that you want, you got to wait 2.5 years. Like, I don't think you're waiting for a stove, but you get my point. So it's kind of like, and it's also like, if we're going to use the stove, I know this isn't true anymore, but like when I was young, because I'm 48, things lasted a lot longer. They really did. It just seemed to me like they lasted a lot longer. Nowadays, they last like 5 minutes, but it just seems like it to me. So it's like you're getting that stove, but then again, it's just the quality, it's not lasting very long. The one you actually do want is exactly a perfect fit, and it lasts the whole time. I mean, I know that's not realistic anymore, but you know what I mean. Once you get to the end, you will have exactly what you want. I get 2 very strong cards here. The Star card and the Death card. Once it's done, and it's going to stay that way, and it's going to be exactly what you want. I feel like I'm very comfortable, very happy. This card is a very interesting card. For your reading, I'm feeling like I'm very happy and content with what I have. I'm very happy with it. Just trying to move these back and forth for some reason. Is there really anything else to say about that? Very happy and content. It's just a long trip. But again, you also get the Sun card. You did. It's a great card. I don't know. Hopefully that gives you some type of confidence or something to hold on to. I'm just reading the cards. I'm not creating the story. I mean, it's just telling the story. But still, I can see where that would be frustrating. So I feel like I have a lot of compassion for that. That would be very frustrating. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to shut this down here. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.